Greetings and welcome to Planet Vrilock. Today's video is about the Vrilock Insiders Club and why I think you should join. First of all, our club is a support group. Second of all, our club is a magic and psionics training program, currently with 4 ways that you can join. You can join with a trial membership with limited access to content for 1 month for 50% of the cost. Or you can join as a initiate and pay a monthly fee every month as long as you want to stay in the club with full access to all the content and our insiders messaging system. The next way you can pay to play is by joining our Acolyte program that gives you 6 months with unlimited access to everything in the club and our awesome coaching messaging system. The 4th way, a recent development, is the Archmagus plan, which gives you an entire year without having to worry about putting money into your PayPal account. You can just sit back, relax, and enjoy the program. Now I want to talk a little bit about how the club actually works. So, if you're joining the club at the beginning of the month, you might feel a little confused at first. That's because there isn't any content in the home page at the beginning of the month. There's maybe week 1 with 1 or 2 files. And this could be a document, or it could be an audio log, a personal journal of mine, or a how-to video. So make sure you subscribe to the newsletter for the club and the .com website so that we're always in communication about content when it arrives in the club. Now, the reason why the content is kept so clean in the club is because at the end of every month, my team, also known as my hench staff, they go in and archive everything. And that goes into the club shop. Some files go into the electives program, which is an area of specialized interest in magic. Or it goes into the audio archives or the club video archives, and so on, which you can later download at any time from the shop, either for free or as little as 99 cents, $1.99, just $1 here and there to help support the cause of the Psionic Brotherhood, which is an organization that I put together to make the world a better place. And you'll see what I mean by making the world a better place if you go and read my bio on my website, and that'll tell you all about it. And just scroll down the page and click on Magic Resume, and you can see what I have accomplished. And it's not everything, but it's still quite a list. And I think you'll agree that I am, if not the best, one of the best coaches in the world of the occult that you can learn from today. Starting anytime today, go ahead and join my club. I recommend doing the 1 month payment at the initiate level so that you have full access to everything in the club. Use the messaging system to stay in contact with me. Give me a month, see how we do, and if you like it, keep rolling. There was a question for me about why do I occasionally give a magical boost or power to my students as they're working on their own and why I do some favors for club members without any additional charge, and why I will sometimes do this, well, actually quite often, really. And the answer is, I know what it's like to go through difficult times, and I know that the times we live in today are quite difficult for a lot of good people, particularly people of quality, creativity, and intelligence. The world we live in today is sort of an upside-down world where what was once beautiful and creative and intelligible is sort of brushed away into a closet, and then everything ugly and nasty is sort of just unleashed and over time accepted as commonplace. I understand. And so times are hard for you as they are for all of us. And people who could ordinarily afford to pay a fee of $100 a month cannot do this. So my club is only $29.99 a month. Let me explain this to you. For $30, just $30, you might be able to acquire a mediocre book from a mainstream New Age publisher or publisher of magic books like Llewellyn, for instance. For $60 or $100, you could buy a very good book or maybe two good books from Llewellyn, and you could repeat and do this every month. But with my system, with my club, you can have access to awesome documents, sometimes my personal journals, audio logs and podcasts, and how-to videos, all for the same cost. Actually less. I'm giving it to you for $29.99 and occasionally a small fee of $1 or so for some items. Plus, that's not all. You have access to a messaging system. Now, how does this work? Well, there's a little messaging area at the bottom of every page in my club. So that no matter where you're at, if you're reading today's headlines, if you're reading last week's material, if you're shopping in the store or looking through my how-to videos, if you have a question, scroll down to the bottom of the page or click on the little navigation buttons on the side of the page. There are little dots. You click on those and it'll take you straight to the bottom of the page, and you can contact me instantly with your question. How do I know it's a club member messaging me? Well, you see, on my Vrilock phone, I have an application which makes a sound like this. It makes a little ting each time a club member messages me. So I know that this message is from a club member and I need to respond to you. And as a paid monthly club member, you're my top priority. So please start at the initiates level. The trial membership, which is about $14, that is really just for looking at some of the content that's inside the homepage. It's a very limited way to experience the club. My hench staff insists that we have a 50% off trial membership, but in my opinion, I think that you should start with the initiates level. And if for some reason you don't like the material in the club, you're free to discontinue at any time. This is very deep and powerful occult material based off of more than 30 years of my life. And it is a continuing and continuous pursuit. Now, I had another question addressed to me, and that question was, Mr. Vrilock, is the club the same thing as the Psionic Brotherhood? And to answer this, while the two are related, they are not the same. There are those in my Psionic Brotherhood who are not currently enrolled in the club, but we do appreciate it when our fellow Psionic Knights, as we call ourselves, do participate in the club. And there's a reason for this. Let me tell you. Number one is we appreciate the funding and the support. Number 2, fellow knights of the Psionic Brotherhood can see how this coaching system is working, or maybe in ways where it needs a little improvement. My fellow psionic knights in the Psionic Brotherhood can suggest small changes or improvements, or if there is a new idea, they often address this to me. And so we can also see the potential of new prospective members for the Psionic Brotherhood by seeing what's going on in the club. Now, of course, all communications about the club or the Brotherhood go through me, and so your privacy is strictly between my club members and myself, and I am a man of my word. If you are looking for a psionics program which will teach you how to break through the barrier that exists, the lag, as they call it, between operations and results, or why some things work and some things just don't, I can explain much of this to you, and if you take my coaching system, I will help you succeed, as I have for quite a few other people, as I have done so for many club members. And so when you're ready, I ask you, join the club and keep the magic high. Until next time, I am your host, Vrilock, signing out.